Welcome to part 3 of this overview of Path of Exile. And now we're gonna look at vendering. Vendering items is not as simple as you might think.
How you doing?
If we, for instance, go to the NPC and we sell something. Now, I have some things in my bag here, just to show you. Let's start off with just a white item. If you hold down Control and then click, it will go immediately in the shop, so you don't have to drag it. Nice thing to know. You'll see that we get a scroll fragment. Get 5 of them and you get 1 scroll wisdom. Just like anything, stacks to a certain point and then becomes one bigger item. Blah blah. Okay, not very interesting at all. So that's what you get for a normal white with nothing on it. Let's take that out. Now, let's sell a blue item. If it's blue and it's identified, we get an alteration shard. If it's blue and unidentified, I do believe you get a... hold on, I'm not quite sure. What do you get? Do I have one? Probably not. No, I don't think I have anything unidentified in here. No. Sadly, I don't know from the top of my head, but is it augmentation shard? Might be an augmentation shard. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Anyways, you get a slightly different item. So depending on what you want to get, but usually you're gonna identify it if you want, if you want to possibly use it. If you're not gonna use it anyways, I wouldn't identify it unless you really want the alteration shards. Other than that, I wouldn't constantly identify everything. It's pointless. So when you sell a gold item, you get 10 alteration shards. So everything has its value. And now we get to the more interesting stuff. This shield has 6% to all elemental resistances. That particular stat gives a bonus item when you sell it. It gives you a orb of augmentation. So just because it has that one particular stat on it, it sells for something completely different. Because if we look at the other gold item, that sells for 10 alteration shards. But that doesn't have the plus 10 to all elements. Excuse me, plus 6% to all elements. So having particular stats on things also gives you stuff. If they have chaos resistance, for instance, that would give something different as well. I'm just checking if I have anything with chaos resist. Don't think so. No, not on me at the moment. So no. So having particular stats on items can give you different stuff. So you kind of need to be aware of all the things. And I don't remember all of them, but I'm gonna try to show you a couple of them. If you get an item that has at least 3 slots, all different colors, so a green, a blue, and a red, and they are linked. So it doesn't matter if there's another green in between, but they have to be all linked, and you sell that, you get a chromatic orb. Doesn't matter if it's white, blue, gold, or orange. Doesn't matter. If you see an item on the ground that has 3 linked slots that are all different colors, pick it up. It's a chromatic orb. Now, if you sell a skill, not that I want to get rid of them, but you just get a scroll fragment. So selling a skill is not very interesting. If you sell a ring, well, in this case it's a blue ring, so I get alterations, otherwise it would have been a scroll fragment. So you again not get something really interesting. But if I put in hold on, I need a white version of this ring. Let's see if by any chance I can buy one. Of course not. Typical. Okay, let's see if I have one in my warehouse. I actually do. Oh, that's why. Never mind, that was me derping up. I meant to get an iron ring. Excuse me about that. Okay, let's try this again. If I put... No, I don't want to buy. Wow, that really messed me up. Okay, if I want to sell it, I just get a scroll fragment, which is not interesting. But if I throw in a green skill gem, it all of a sudden turns into a topaz ring, which is a lightning resist ring. If I throw in a blue gem, I get a cold ring. And a red one, gee, what a surprise, a fire gem. Fire ring. Wow, I'm really messed up. I need more coffee. So, selling particular items in combination with each other to the NPC can actually give you different stuff. Now, as you've seen, this one is a 30%. If I sell this one, it's only 28%, and the green gem was 30%. So, depending on what you put in here, and I don't know what the logic behind it is, but sometimes you have to fiddle around with it just to get the right combination of things together and get the highest value you can possibly get. So, if you were to put in all three of those plus a necklace, doesn't matter what necklace, any necklace will do, we get a onyx amulet, which is a plus 15 to all attributes. This means I get 15 int, 15 strength, and 15 dex. The highest you can get is 20, so this is not really a good one to do. So if I were to switch out these skills for different ones, eventually if you go through all combinations you can possibly imagine, you might be able to get a 20% version, which is the best one. So let's take those out. What else can we do? Well, let's say you have 5 of the exact same item. Doesn't have to be the same stats. As you can see, they're all different stats. Just 5 blue ones in this case. You get a unidentified version of the same one back. So if you want to get rid of them because their stats are all crap, then you can get a new one and you get a chance for that to have better stats. In this case it's only 9%, so not really great since I'm throwing in mostly 15% ones, so I don't really want to do that. So this shop system is a lot more complicated than it initially looks. A lot of things will sell for something different if it has this or if it's that. I don't think I have a 20% weapon anywhere. Let me look real quick. Yep, miss. No, 6%. 6. I don't have a lot of weapons in here, period, because I usually use them. No. Have anything in my backhand? Why is that in there? Okay. No idea. I guess I got something to NPC. There. So, if you sell a weapon with 20% quality on it, you get a blacksmith's whetstone out of it. I don't have any in my warehouse. You can see one in my previous video about the currency items. And you saw that I stuck all of those in my other warehouse, my characters, so they're missing at the moment. But anyways, if you sell a armor piece with 20% quality, I think it just goes for upper armors, but I'm not sure. You will get a armor scrap out of it. Ooh, look, I have an unidentified. See if there's a difference between that. Okay, so the identified one, in this case, sells for 12 alteration shards. The unidentified, there we go, sells for 5 transmutation shards. So between having something identified and unidentified gives you different results as to what you're going to get back from the NPC. So even selling in this game is semi-complicated. There's just no easy thing about this game. Everything has to be difficult. put all of this back where it belongs. Well, I'm gonna have to resort this later. It's kind of a mess, this page. I'm saving up for this character, all kinds of swords. I have some nice ones lying around here for level 35. 44, there's another 35. So, to recap, selling in this game is not just selling, it does everything. You can combine things. If you're selling 5 of the same type and rarity of items, you get a new version of that rarity unidentified if it's blue or above. If you're selling a combination of things with rings and necklaces and skills, you can get different ones back. You can get elemental ones back or an onyx one back. If you sell items that have chaos resist, I do believe you get alchemy shards. If you sell things with elemental resist, to all elemental resist, you get what was it? Wow, already forgot. Well, check back early in the video. If you sell things with +1 level to melee gems and that sort of stuff, you get something special. And I think that's it for now that I can come up with off the top of my head.